Welcome back at WNYT Kitchen. Joining us this morning is Zach Cutler, the executive chef at Max London's in Saratoga Springs. My friend, you brought some good stuff with you, and let me tell you, gnocchi is my favorite dish, one of my favorite dishes.
I hear that.
Thank you so much for stopping in.
Well, thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
Yeah. So you're making this thing probably differently than probably I've had it before.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. We're doing it with a black truffle cream sauce.
Okay.
Basically, what it is the truffle that we're using. It's a truffle pate, so it's little pieces of truffle chopped up with a little bit of oil. Great flavor, phenomenal ingredient to use in any type of pasta, gnocchi especially.
All right, let's do it.
So what we're going to do here, we're going to start out with making sure we have a pot over here with some water. We're going to heat up our gnocchi in that. We got a nice hot pan over here. We're going to start sautéing our mushrooms.
Okay.
So
and no olive oil?
Let's let you do it.
Okay.
There's a little bit of oil in there already, so just throw the mushrooms right in there.
Okay.
You hear that sizzle? That's what we're looking for.
I hear it sizzle.
So what we want to do is we want to get just like a light brown on these mushrooms, just like a golden brown. We don't want to take them too far because it's going to cook down with the cream as well.
Okay.
So once we hit it with that golden brown, which it's getting there right now, as you can see.
And people at home, don't try this. You've been doing it for years, of course.
Well, you know, after a few times of spinning a saute pan or two. So now what we want to do, now that they're turning golden brown like that, getting that color around the outside, we want to go ahead and throw in our roasted cherry tomatoes.
Okay.
Our caramelized onions.
I'm already going to like this. You're putting all my favorite ingredients in there.
And a little bit of some blanched rainbow chard. What I do with this is I blanch it ahead of time, so this way it retains its color and it cooks a little quicker as well, which is great. Picking it up in a restaurant environment, of course. So while we have this going here and getting nice and hot.
You smell this?
Isn't that great? Doesn't that smell nice?
Yeah.
Just that onions. You have that onion in there, you get that flavor. So now what we're looking with this water here, we're going to take a batch of gnocchi, and we're going to throw this right into this hot boiling water. And what we want to do is we want to let this cook until it begins to float. And then once it floats, we count out about 30 seconds or so. And at that point, it's ready to go.
And then you take it out.
That's it, exactly. So we'll keep sauteing this down here, building a little bit of flavor, being sure as we go to season salt and pepper.
Okay, you do that because you know exactly how much you need in there.
And we can always adjust this, but it's important to do it while you're cooking it too.
Right.
It helps to extract the moisture from the onions and the mushrooms, and it'll help the cooking process.
Okay.
So while we have this going here, just a little bit about the gnocchi. We don't have the time this morning to make the fresh gnocchi, unfortunately, but what we do is we make a ricotta gnocchi. So instead of using a traditional method with potatoes, it's a little bit denser that way. This is a light, airy gnocchi. It's just buttery, rich, and melts in your mouth. And
it still has, you know, it's still kind of pasty, right?
It's still very pasty. What we do is we use ricotta cheese, semolina flour, egg yolks, grana padano cheese, and we put a little seasoning in there as well. Okay. So I'll see if you can detect later.
Obviously, Zach, this recipe is on our website, so people know the gnocchi recipe is on our website as well at WNYT.com, and click on the Let's Eat section of our website, WNYT.com. We have about 50 seconds.
So now we have this right here.
Yeah.
Now we're going to take a little bit of this cream on this side, and we're going to throw the cream right in here with this mixture. Let this start to reduce down just a little bit.
Okay.
And as this begins to reduce, we're checking on our gnocchi. It's looking great. It's rising up to the surface.
Right.
So now we're going to add just a little bit. Add sparingly. Go ahead.
Okay.
Please do. This is the truffle. What is this? This is the truffle pate.
Okay, sparingly?
Sparingly, yep. About one more little spoon, just like you did there.
One more little spoon.
Yep.
Why sparingly?
Because you know what? This is such a fragrant ingredient, and a little bit goes a long way.
Okay.
To give that a whiff right there. Just smell that right there. Isn't that great? And now you can really smell it in the sauce here, too, as it comes. So now we have this ready. The gnocchi's ready to go.
Okay.
You can throw the gnocchi in just like this, or you can toss it with a little bit of butter.
Right.
Whatever you prefer.
Okay.
I'm just going to throw it in just like this.
And you put some cheese on top?
What we're going to do is we're going to toss this together. We're going to throw a little bit of cheese, and then we're going to put it in the oven and let that cheese melt down.
All right.
So this is a Pecorino Romano cheese we're finishing it with.
Okay.
Just a little bit on the top.
And again, Zach, we're running out of time here.
We're going to go right here.
Recipes on our website once again at WNYT.com, and click on the Let's Eat section. I got to try this. This is the finished product.
This is the finished product.
The magic of television. We do have the finished product here.
That's it.
You brought, and then you played it just like this.
Exactly.
And that's it,
just
right?
like
Can I take a bite before
Please do.
we go?
Please do.
Let me take
Absolutely.
a quick bite before we go, so I can. Oh, this is really good.
What do you think?
It's awesome, Chef. Thank you so much for stopping by.
Thanks for having
Max
me.
London's, you're the executive
Max
chef?
London's, yes, sir. Max London's, Saratoga Springs.
In Saratoga Springs. Thank you so much for stopping by.
Thank you for having us. Appreciate it.
We'll be right back with your top stories and less your weather. Stay with us.